All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the February 2026 edition of DoD Dialogues.
So excited.
I'm Jim Powell, your host, and I'm joined by my co-host, co-owner, and head coach of CrossFit Doors of Daring,
Courtney Barber.
Courtney. And today, we're joined by two of our amazing members here at DoD, Rick and Carla Quick. Rick and Carla, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Look, we heard from our members that they wanted to hear stories from real people. I mean, we're kind of real people, but like real members.
Yeah.
And we thought Rick and Carla Quick would be the perfect people to do our first interview here on DoD Dialogues.
Yeah.
So let's get started. Just super warm up, chill kind of questions. What's your favorite color, number, and shoe size? No, just kidding.
That wasn't on
Not on the list. Not on the list. No, I'm just kidding. So what classes do you guys typically work out at?
6:30.
6:30 p.m. still.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, 6:30 every night. It works best for our schedule, so that's what one we go to.
I remember many times we were the only people in here Friday night, 6:30 p.m.
Yes.
It had
our
been
date night.
times that it was just me and Rick for the class, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
This
Coach
is
is
your
gonna be all over
couples
us.
bonding time Friday night at 6:30.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So what do you guys do for work? Maybe we'll start with Carla. What do you do for work?
I'm a banker. I'm a loan officer for First Citizens Bank, but I'm being in banking industry for 25 plus years.
Wow. Wow.
Congrats, Carla.
And Rick, you're a small business owner, yeah?
I am. Textile business, dying breed. Been in business. We've been in business for 43 years now, and still going strong and growing. So it's good.
Wow. Family business then.
It is a family business, yes.
Yeah. And Kayla, your daughter, helps you guys out when she's in town, right?
When she's in town, she'll come in and help in the office and do other things, actually. She'll
Yeah.
do whatever. She doesn't mind working. It's
That's
good.
so cool. And she works out with you guys too.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
How often does she get in here?
Well, she was here last summer, and then now she's just in college for now. So she's doing something there, but I'm like, as soon as you come back, you have to go back.
Yeah, break.
Going to CrossFit with mom and dad.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
good.
that.
That's
Yeah.
good. So how long have you been married?
14 years will be in March.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. March will be 14 years.
Yes.
Amazing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So, everybody knows CrossFit is a cult, right? but what are your other hobbies outside of CrossFit? Do you have any?
We do. Kind of expensive, but we love traveling.
Yeah.
We love traveling in new restaurants, right?
Yeah, eating. And but yeah, you're not just any food. We like good food. It doesn't have to be a 5-star restaurant, but we just like finding good food.
Nice. And do you find yourself outside of the Waxhaw area looking for places to eat?
Definitely.
Or do you just have a few great spots that you like to hit?
Well, kind of everywhere, right?
Yes.
Depending, sometimes we don't want to go too far, but some other times we're like, what else we have to do? Let's do it.
Nice. Well, I'm always curious about this. What would you say like your max distances that you would drive for a really good dinner?
I can tell you where it's at. It's Barcelona. It's in South End. So we're talking about,
Barcelona
it takes
Wine
us
Bar.
Yes.
Barcelona
40
Wine Bar.
minutes probably to get there from Waxhaw, somewhere
Well,
around
I
there.
think we might have our first sponsor.
I know. Let us know. No, shit.
Barcelona
40
Wine
minutes,
Bar.
but worth it.
Yes, it is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love hearing you guys talk about that in class sometimes. I'm like, okay, Carla, Rick, what's for dinner? Where are we going? Better than what's going on at the Barber house. So. Lance is a good cook, but we don't do much special, so that's okay.
Barcelona Wine Bar is a good spot.
So good.
All right, Court, you want to ask him the tough
Yeah.
questions, the hard ones?
Okay, let's get into it a little bit. Obviously, we're a gym, right? And we all know and are inspired by you guys in a gym setting every day, every week. What is your athletic or fitness background before you came to CrossFit Doors of Daring?
You want to start?
You can. Yeah.
Mine is Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts.
Yes. Okay, tell us about that, though. What did that look like for
Growing
you?
up, I started out in Cub Scouts. I was probably 7 years old and went, almost every year. Then I went and progressed into Boy Scouts until I was about 14 or 15. And then after that, I started working pretty much all the time. And but that's pretty much my athletic background.
Yeah.
I didn't really do any sports growing up. Wasn't interested and wasn't time really, I guess.
Yeah. How long was the gap, Rick, would you say, between like really when you were active with that and when you started doing CrossFit?
35 years.
35
Close to
years.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, Carla, how about you? What does that look like for you?
So I never did any sports when I was a kid. Never, none of sports. But then I started doing the YMCA, taking Zumba classes, kickboxing classes, all kind of classes that I could take.
Yeah.
That was in my 30s, and then 2019, I remember I decided, okay, I have to do something about this and be more consistent. So I joined another gym here in Waxhaw,
Yeah.
and I was working out. Then I decided just to go home and just do it from home. That was before the pandemic, and I did it for probably 2 years at home. I
Yeah.
was doing beach body on demand
Yeah.
every single day. Every single day, I was disciplined,
Committed.
dedicated. Yes.
Nice.
And that's when Rick started doing CrossFit. And I was like, there's something that I will never do. That's just too hard. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I'm just going to try. And I did try, and I've been doing it for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's amazing. What kind of drew you? Because I definitely can see how the other group classes fit your personality. You're so outgoing. You love, hanging out with other members. What drew you away from like home and what you were doing really consistently at home into the CrossFit space? Like, what was that thing that finally got you maybe into the gym? Was it just hanging out with Rick, or was there something else?
Well, there were a few things. One thing, we take it as a day night, like on Fridays nights, instead of going anywhere, we're like, let's go to the gym together, But then also that was when COVID happened. So I was like, I need to talk to people. I need to go somewhere. I can't do this at home, just me. I was missing socialization. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah. And then also, and maybe this is for both of you guys, like what were the parts of CrossFit that maybe, especially for you, Carla, you were like, I don't know about that, or like Rick, were there any hesitations for you coming into a CrossFit gym, this CrossFit style of training versus any other kind? Obviously, Carla, you came from Beachbody and that kind of stuff, but you can both speak to that if you have things that were kind of maybe
Well, I kind of
scary.
started by accident. My son actually came one time and said, I'm gonna start at this gym in Waxhaw. And I was like, well, I need to do something. I hadn't done anything for 35 years. I need to get in the gym. I'd had bad blood work and stuff like that I need to work on. And anyway, so I came in, got a 3-day pass. That was at end of about September of 21.
3-day pass.
3-day pass at end of September. And then October 1st, I joined because, it kind of fit into the thing. I guess it worked for me. I had done a Spartan race a few years earlier just because three other guys said, let's do one. I hadn't worked out forever.
Yeah.
We did it. I was like, well, CrossFit and Spartan race are kind of the same kind of things. You got doing different exercises, and that's fit for me. And that's
interesting.
Yeah,
Everything's
that's
different.
the same thing every single day, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, that's cool. And Carla, what about you? Was there anything that was like particularly scary, or I know you said CrossFit looked hard, but why was that?
Yeah, so it was scary for me because I have never lifted a barbell.
Yeah.
I was like, me hanging on a bar? You want me to do what?
To do a pull-up?
I'm
Yeah.
like, I couldn't even do, I was working out at home, but I couldn't even do a push-up. And I was like, this is hard, but I'm like, okay, I'm just going to give it a try. And then it became more like, okay, I can do this little by little, but I will be able to do it. And if I can, there's a modification, the coach is going to help me. There's always a way.
Yeah, there is. Oh, I love that. There really is always a way to figure it out. So how long have you guys been members for now?
I'm just about 4 years and 3 months or 4 months.
Yes.
And
My 4th year will be next month.
Yeah. Awesome. So cool.
Wow.
Guys,
4
congrats.
years.
That's huge. And I know we have seen, even in the time that I've been here, because I'm right around 4 years at DoD too, just a huge change in you guys and just taking ownership of your fitness and that 6:30 class really being leaders. And so I thank you for that, right? Because we love seeing that culture set intentionally by members who just walk that walk and love other members and lead by example. And that's so cool. Yeah, it's really so cool.
as part of the 630 journey that you've been on, what would you say you're most proud of in the last 4 years that you've been here? What's an accomplishment that you would, put up on a pedestal and say, I'm most proud of that?
I would almost post my blood work, because it is like incredibly changed from what it was before CrossFit. Triglycerides were through the roof. Cholesterol was high. Now everything's in great range.
That's amazing.
And, I've changed my diet too, but I attribute a lot of it just to high intensity, high cardio workout, moving, getting your heart rate up.
And Rick is strong, you guys. Let's not underestimate high intensity. Yes, that means heavy loads too. He is strong. Yeah.
That's amazing. How about you, Carla?
I'm able to do things that I was never able to do before. For me, I'm coming from kind of like a mindset a woman can do heavy lift. No, a lady doesn't do this or that. And I was like, what? I wanted to do it. You're telling me that I can't do this? And to me, it was amazing that I was able to put a case of water in my shoulder. I was like, I can do this. I'm strong enough to do this. I can lift heavy stuff now.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that no, I can do it. No, I can't. Let me show you.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let me show you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
One of the things that anybody who follows you on Facebook or even knows that you both are very proud of where you've come to in this, right? Where you've gotten to and how fit you both are. Fit after 50, right? Both of you.
Yes. Very exciting.
And
So cool.
I love watching your posts and seeing how proud you are of that. But like you said, there's some people out there that have that image of CrossFit or image of the way a woman is supposed to work out. We all have influences like that in our life. They're like, oh, that CrossFit stuff is crazy. Why do you do that? Mm-hmm. I certainly have those influences even in my life, even though I'm around
Me too.
a lot of CrossFitters. How do you talk to people like that? What do you say to people that are like, hey, that's crazy what you're doing, or you shouldn't be doing that at your age? What do you say to them?
It's the age thing I've heard several times. You know how old you are, right? I've had injuries, or I've been sore, or, I had to, take some ibuprofen or something like that to, just kind of help with inflammation. But I've got to do it now. I mean, we're out there every day. I mean, we travel a lot. I'm sorry. And there's been places in Italy we've gone and then be like, okay, there's 2,000 steps up to the top of this mountain up here. Yeah. We don't hesitate. No, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go up there.
We're ready.
We're fit. We're going to go,
That's awesome.
That's the thing. We were just in Savannah 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we decided to take a trolley ride around the city. It was a get on, get off type deal. And we were getting on and getting off, whatever. And we've kind of watched other people get on and get off. They were our age or not much older, and they were struggling to get on and get off. I'm like, we're just jumping on and jumping off. It's like, we don't want to be there. We want to be 80 and still be able to go 2,000 steps up a mountain up to.
They were on a different ride than you were.
Exactly. A whole different ride.
Yeah. That's amazing. How about you, Carla?
Yeah, I would say that it's why when you're 50 you are not able to do certain things. I even went to the doctor. I was having issues with my knee, and the doctor said, well, if you jump, you need to start jumping 12 inches or maybe 18, but no, don't do 20 or 22. And I was trying to negotiate with the doctor. I was like,
why those two inches?
Can I just do a little bit more? I'm like, it's just why? Because you're 50, you need to stop doing what you can. Or besides, a lot of things happen that you can't move. It's just because you don't do it anymore. As you grow older, you start slowing down, and that's the reason that you can do it. But if you keep doing it, you're gonna keep doing it for a longer time.
Yeah, that's perfect. Really well said.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I just love that you guys model, like, it's for that quality of life piece, right? It's not just so you can come in, show off or whatever. Although we do every 6:30, but it's really like Rick talking about your I'm sure your doctor is seeing your numbers, right? And it's like, you're older now, but your numbers are better.
They keep getting better.
Yeah. And they keep getting better. That's the opposite of what we normally see. But like, I have these conversations with people all the time, and they don't believe that that's possible because of what they see around them, because of maybe things that they've been told. And so just that you guys are walking examples of that, that, like Kayla one day is going to have, parents who have aged like incredibly well and can share like a super happy life with her. That's awesome. And that's honestly, I tell people all the time, like I work out for my grandma body and that's literally it. Right. Like that's what the goal is. So yeah, it's cool.
The longer you keep doing what you can, the longer you'll be able to do that thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like just keep doing what you can. Right. And I love that you both came to us from very limited athletic backgrounds like myself, and you're in love with CrossFit for everything it's doing for you now and in the future. Right. I love that. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe if I could, just while I have the mic here, just take a second to do a little bit of housekeeping break. If you are listening or watching this podcast, it's the CrossFit Open season.
Yes.
You should sign up. It's $20. It is at games.crossfit.com. Sign up for the Open. It runs from February 26th to March 16th. Get in the Open. We're in the Open.
Yes.
In the Open.
Yeah.
We're in the Open.
I'm in the Open with one arm.
Even Rick with one arm.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But get in the Open. The water's fine. Come on in.
Yeah. And I saw, as of today, you're like top 6 in Southeast region of CrossFit affiliates. So it's like near 70 affiliates, I think, and we're 6th place right now with signups.
Wow.
So I'm super proud of our gym, and we'll just keep rolling with that. It's awesome. Goal to 100.
Yeah. We're going to keep climbing.
Yeah.
And y'all do a great job with the Friday Night Lights, and we'll probably get into that later. But we've been to other gyms for the Open while we were traveling, and it's nowhere near what goes on here.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks,
We love it. It's an experience, and it just fills my cup every year.
Yeah.
I just love the way we do Friday Night Lights here, and I love the way the members really embrace it and get into it, and their families come. It's just, man, it's fun.
I'll be crying. It's like Christmas round 2 every year. It's so awesome.
It's awesome. We definitely talked about that in our last podcast quite a bit, the Open.
Yeah.
Another thing, I'll toss it to you, Courtney. We talked about in our last podcast, we talked about this idea of navigating plateaus.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to ask Rick and Carla about that.
Yeah. So last time we talked about just making sure that we continue to bring high intensity to every workout, that we challenge ourselves with loads or various movements or whatever, to make sure that we keep that constantly very part of CrossFit, that keeps our body adapting. And I think you guys have done that really well, in different ways, right? Sometimes I think, Rick, you get super fired up about, what are the weights that I can do? How can I get this movement? Whatever. Rick, I'm constantly impressed how you hang with some of the younger guys and whatever. And Rick's over there flying on wall walks, and it's awesome. And Carla, I know there's been some moments for you where I'm like, Carla, you can do the 30-pound dumbbell or whatever. And she's like, can I? And she'll pick it up. So let's talk about like how you guys have, maybe Rick, we'll start with you and then we'll go to Carla. Intentionally kind of created that through your 4-year now journey, continue to kind of modify and adapt or, scale up or down or whatever to make sure that you're hitting new achievements, that you're still growing as athletes and all of those things.
I'll say in the beginning, I wish I had not paid attention to other people as much because of the weight. And, I think I need to go do the same weight these guys are doing. I wish I'd, in the beginning, very beginning, decided to go, let's do technique. Get the technique down. Well, then I backed off probably a year into it before I really started trying to do better technique. And after that, that's when my growth really started.
Preach it.
The heavier weights, more deliberate actions.
Yes.
And there's things, I can do could do like the wall walks and stuff like that. I'll get healed up soon.
We'll get back there.
Yes, it's just about modifying, some of the workouts. I can't do all RX, but I'll do what I can RX and then modify what I can't, because I feel like if I don't, then I'm kind of losing out a little bit if I don't do an RX that I know I can do, because that's just weight that I could have lifted and not done.
You got to do what's right for you in that moment. Yeah. And I love CrossFit teaches mechanics, consistency, then intensity.
Right.
And that's exactly what you just said, right? And we've seen that in your journey. That's good.
Right.
Yeah. And even 4 years in, we're still working on things.
Yes, exactly.
But that's part of, I think, what makes it fun, right? Keep coming back.
Yep.
Carla, what about you? How have you been able to do that throughout the past 4 years?
So, like I said before, I was kind of scared for any weight. I was like, I couldn't even leave just a trainer's bar, probably. I'm like, oh, this is hard. I'm like, I can't do this. But I was able to. So just, little by little, just be consistent. I'm like, okay, and there are times that you have pushing me and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I think I'm just being too modest right now. Yeah. And I'm like, I need to keep trying a little bit more and just kind of listen to your body. You kind of know where you are. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, maybe today I can push it on all this part, but then tomorrow maybe I'll take it a little, I'll scale it or modify it or take it a little easy. But yeah. That.
And I think I'm glad that you brought that up, because I think there's some days where you come in here and you're like, Coach, I'm going to get this one today, right? And then there's other days where you're like, all right, Coach, I'm just going to move, I'm going to sweat. What kind of impacts those decisions? How do you kind of decide which days you're going to like burn the house down and which days are maybe more kind of like recovery style for you? How do you make that decision?
So we come 6:30. We try to come at least 5 days a week. Some other weeks we try 6. It depending, life happens too. Yeah. So I normally Monday through Wednesday try to give all in, because I know that on Thursdays we normally take off Thursday. But sometimes if we have something else going on, we take maybe Tuesdays off or something. Yeah. So I'm like, I know that on Monday I'm gonna push as much as I can. Yeah. Tuesday, if I don't work out, then Wednesday I have to push again. So it depends on the days. And then sometimes if I didn't have a good night's sleep or I didn't eat much, I'm tired or something. But so kind of depends on how the days goes or the days of the week goes. Just try that.
I think that's excellent, and something a lot of other members could learn from, and having seen you guys do that so consistently. Carla, I'll ask you too, like, I know there's been moments, and we've done like some personal training together before and stuff like that, but how does that feel, or kind of what's your internal dialogue when a coach comes up to you and is like, I think you can do this 30-pound dumbbell, or even maybe like, I think you should take weight off the barbell, like a workout like we did today with lightweight thrusters. I think we should take weight off the barbell to move a little bit more quickly. Like what kind of stuff kind of goes through your head when we're talking about that?
So every time that a coach is correcting me or something, I'm like, okay, that goes in my mind. I'm like, I need to do that. I need to do that because everything else probably looks okay. Yeah. So I need to work on that. And it's always like, I'm always open to that because, yes, I've been doing it for 4 years, but I'm not an expert and I'm still learning every day. Yeah. So I'm very open to that. And I'm like, when I don't hear feedback, I'm like, wait, what happened today? I guess I did it right.
Nailed it.
I did it, but then sometimes I'm like, no, maybe she didn't look at me, and that's the reason. That's the reason that I didn't. So it works kind of that way.
But I'm glad, because I think some people, when they hear that feedback, especially coming from other like gyms or whatever, it's like, oh my gosh, the coach is talking to me. Like it's hard for them to hear that feedback, or they don't want to be pushed, or they, whatever. Especially like if I'm like, oh, take weight off your barbell. Sometimes that's hard for people.
That's never popular.
Yeah, never popular. But I think part of why you guys have been able to have such good longevity and see such great results is because you are so coachable and you almost invite that, I mean, it sounds like you really do enjoy
100% invite it.
Exactly. Yeah. And so I think that's a big part of the growth that I've seen in you. It's anytime I ask, hey, let's try this, let's try that, you're like, let's do it, you know? And even like putting in extra time and stuff like that, that's been really great. Yeah.
Rick, how about you? How do you decide when to bring it versus maybe you're going to dial it back a little bit?
While y'all were talking about this, I was reminded of the other podcast, and y'all were talking about nutrition before the workout.
Yeah.
Well, I was dead set against not eating anything because it was coming up.
Rick's like, no. Yeah.
But now, and honestly, ever since the podcast, I've been trying to eat something, fruits or something, to try to get a little energy up. And I can feel the difference.
Yes.
I mean, the difference is there. I mean, that's that. Up to then, I was afraid of, I was going to end up, whatever. Anyway, tasting it a little bit.
Warning for anyone listening. I'm just kidding.
But there are days I come in, I'm on fire, or just feel like I've got the energy to do more. And there are days you, like she said, you didn't have a good night's sleep. You just had a bad day. But then sometimes on bad days, it's my best days to work out.
Bring it.
Yes.
Bad days. Oh. I have to come.
Like bad work.
Yes.
Days.
I'm like, I'm out. I'm going to the gym. See you later.
Yeah.
You coming or not? I'm going.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Maybe another question for Rick. So, you've had a rough day. You come in here, 6:30 p.m. There are already 6 classes with scores on the whiteboard. Because we're an old school gym, we put scores on the whiteboard. Yeah. Whose name are you looking for to see what score they put up?
It's Jim Toomey.
Jim Toomey.
But it's not a competition thing. I want to do the things he can do. I want to do the bar muscle ups. Of course, I can do the pull ups, and getting the chest to bars pretty good. But I want to do some things that he can do that I can't, and that's what I look at on the board. Yeah, and then if I can get close to his score, because he does some good times up there.
Yeah.
And
it's a fit dude.
Yeah. And so that's the score I look at.
That's awesome. And you your class is usually right after his, so you can kind of see.
It's always.
All right, how does Jim look like? Did he survive?
Exactly. That's what I asked him.
How much did he pay for that score?
Yeah.
I asked him that. I said, "How was that? Was that weight good?" And he said, it pushed him or whatever.
That's good.
I kind of decide what I'm going to do a lot of times. And he's been here, longer than I have, and pretty much either I've been in in the class he was in, or I was right after since I've been here.
That's
so
good.
It's kind of been a good person to look at.
It's always good to have, someone like that you can sort of look up to in certain moments, certain things that they do really well. And you're like, I really want to sort of try to aim for that. My very first CrossFit gym, this quick story, I was a 5 a.m.er, big surprise. Yeah. And it was usually 3 or 4 people in this gym at 5 a.m. And I would go out and, put my score up. And there was a guy that would show up at 6 a.m. every day. And after a while, he started calling me the rabbit. And not because I was fast, but because he was chasing me.
Oh, okay.
He was chasing my time every day. Whatever I put on the whiteboard, he was coming in to beat me.
Yeah.
Right.
And like 90% of the time, he did beat my score.
Wow.
But, I was his rabbit, and he chased me every day. Yeah. And so Jim Toomey sounds like he's your rabbit.
Yeah.
What about you, Carla? Whose name are you looking for on the whiteboard?
To be honest, none.
None?
That doesn't shock me at all. I want to hear Carla's answer to this.
Yeah. It's just, to me, I amaze myself because of the things that I was not able to do before, and now I can't. And I'm always, I'm a work in progress, but I'm still shooting to get a full wall walk. Yeah. I'm still shooting to do all the things that I still can do. I'm like, okay, I did better. Like just the other day, we were doing we were working on the rings, right? And Ray was like, "You got close." I'm like, "Did I?" I'm like, "Yes! Did I?" Yes. And I was like, "Okay." And then little by little, I will get there. but I'm kind of maybe a little slow, but it's okay. I'm okay with that.
That's awesome.
She's strong. So
Run your own
Yes.
race. Run your own race.
Right.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's been really cool to see you grow in your confidence with the barbell, especially knowing that you never touched one before you came to CrossFit. And now, like, if I were to guess Carla Quick's favorite workout day, it's like a back squat day or something, you know?
Yes.
You know?
Did she get it? Did she get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
There you go. Yeah. And so I would have never guessed that, before you were nervous of the barbell, because I know you're just going to come in here and be so confident. So that's cool. And I love seeing the people at 6:30 cheer everyone on too. It's, I think we have a lot of females in 6:30 who have that attitude, right? Who are like, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to do my thing, and be really proud of myself. And you guys are all kind of different abilities, at the 6:30, but it's just super encouraging. So yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome.
Like that 6:30
Supportive
group.
class for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss my time in the evening classes, right?
Yeah.
I used to bounce back and forth
You did.
between 5:30
Yep.
and 6:30 quite a bit, and I miss my time in the evenings with you guys.
Yeah, 'cause you were here a
Super
lot.
supportive crew.
I know.
You were here a lot when I first started.
Yeah, in the evenings. Yeah,
in the evenings. And
That's where I met Jim, in an evening class.
Oh, yeah.
When I first moved. Actually, I think we worked out like next to each other, and I didn't even know he was the owner. I was like, "What's up, man? Just checking out this gym. You know anything about it?" He was like, "Let's work out together." And actually, then I was talking to Gemma in the back. I'm like, "Yeah, that dude up there is pretty cool." And she was like, "Yeah, he owns the gym." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." It was awesome. We had a great workout.
that's
It was
my
Well,
goal
I've got
when I'm in here.
I got
I
a
just
story
want
with
to work
Courtney.
out.
When she first started, I got partnered her with her to work out. Oh my goodness, never again.
No, we're gonna work out together on a Saturday. We're gonna
Lance,
trade spouses.
I'm like, if Lance is here and it's a partner workout, I run the other corner. I'm not working out with Lance. No. And he
No
knows
rest.
that.
Getting no
Yes.
rest.
It's like, no.
No run.
Look, but I mean, we're just the same as you guys. Like, well, maybe me more so than him, but this is like our couples bonding time. Like, we love a good partner workout together,
Right.
and that, it's awesome. It's awesome.
That's what Saturdays are for, right?
Yeah, Saturdays, my kids can run around wild, and Jim can yell at them while we get our workout in. It's the best. Man. It's awesome. Kai's more respectful to Jim than he is to me. Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
I know, he's so good. Okay, Rick, so we give you props, a lot of props for your consistency throughout your shoulder injury. And it's really cool. I remember talking to you, you're like, I'm going to have surgery. What are our membership options? What, can Carla still come while I'm out and all this stuff? And one of the things I said, I was like, hey, like, feel free to just come ride a bike in the back or whatever. If Carla's here, you guys can still have your bonding time, still come be a part of the community. And then I remember you coming and being like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my membership because there's plenty that I can do and I know I can keep moving. And deep down, I was like, yes, because that's what we always say, but it's really hard, like, getting someone to buy into that, especially like if your doctor is like, don't do anything at all, right?
Right.
So, excuse me, but what kind of fired you up to keep coming?
No, I had to.
Me.
I don't know. I
Carla's
just
like, it's
had
my
to.
fault.
I had to. I mean, this is, again, I hadn't done anything for 30 plus years. And now coming here, I'm 4 years in. I'm here 5-6 days a week, most of the time. And, then I was out for 10 days or so. And then the 11th day and on the 12th day, I told Carla, I'm coming. I'll do something. I'll ride the bike. I'll, whatever I can do. I ended up riding a bike and deadlifting with a 35-pound, kettlebell and something else I can't remember. But, and I just kept coming back every day since then.
Yeah.
Also because I wanted my sticker for the month.
Yes. Committed club.
Hey, that sticker.
It's a big motivator, man.
It is.
Wait till you guys see the January sticker.
Oh, it's so cool.
The January sticker is dope.
Shout out to Krista.
Oh, yeah. Krista did great with that
And
January
I
sticker.
worked my whole schedule around because I had to get all 13 days in the rest of the month.
Coming every day. You did not miss one, even though you had surgery.
Well, so I was out for 12 days.
Yeah.
And then I came
and on
back
the 12th day.
on the 12th day.
On the 12th day.
Yeah, I was
telling
back
him,
in
like-
here, and I had to. And that, we worked around Christmas too. We're off a few days, and the gym was closed a few
Yeah.
days. I was looking at the calendar. I was like, I gotta get my days in.
Doing the math. Yeah, that's awesome.
That is amazing.
Carla, why did you encourage him to keep coming?
Because we need to keep moving. And after the surgery, I was like, you still can walk. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with your legs. You still need to.
There's
I'm
nothing-
like, you still need to come, and you can walk around the building. I can be working out. We do this together, so you can just walk around the building or just be there and do the bike. You still need to move.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna take some time for you to be able to do what you did before, but you still have legs that they work just fine, and you can modify anything.
Yeah.
And you still working your legs. She's gonna have big legs, but that's okay too.
What did I tell you today, Rick?
Made a comment.
Yeah, I told him he looks like he had some tree trunks. I didn't know if he got new shorts or what today. His wife was right there, so we were good. But I was like, Rick, your legs are looking jacked, man. Let's go.
Awesome.
Okay, let's back up just a second, though. How was the surgery?
Well, of course, I don't remember surgery, but
Phew.
for the first week, it was terrible. I mean, the worst thing ever. Jim told me going
Yeah.
into it, because I was like, didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for like 4 weeks, honestly. I mean, it was on and off. It's painful. But, I'm coming out the other side. This will be the 8th week now. I've got pretty good mobility. It's getting better. I got to stay kind of no weights for another 4 weeks or so.
Yep.
But yeah, it's better. But yeah, it's painful, but I can see it's worth it now because it got to where I couldn't sleep before the surgery, and then now I'm on the other side. It's getting a lot better.
Awesome. And I know, like, you had your sling there for a while because you had to. Then even for a little bit, you wore it in here just because it was a good buffer to keep you
From
safe.
picking up something, I should.
Yeah. No peer pressure. Just you had to be in that. Yeah. And then what is like the next couple steps for you? What are you thinking through?
Well, so they told me another 4 weeks before I can start lifting anything. But after that, they'll tell me what kind of progression I'll have with the PT. And of course, the PT's loving my progress right now. She's like, I have a feeling, just by getting in the gym all the time. 'Cause I'll tell her what I do.
Yeah.
And she said, well, you're progressing amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. And, but yeah, I just want to get back and get moving again. And, I was qualifying for the fittest of the coast, or trying to qualify for
Yeah.
it. And then kind of halfway through, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I've got to get this fixed. But now my motivation now is to get back in there to do more of the competitions, and then try to qualify again to qualify for the next fittest of the coast. And that's kind of my motivation now.
You'll be
love
ready. Yeah. October, right?
Yeah, October, yeah.
You'll be ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a
And
great goal.
again, like at my age, I can't do anything, right? And Rick's like, I want to do a CrossFit competition. Like, that's so awesome. From Boy Scouts to CrossFit competition.
And that's
cool.
that's the way I think now. Whether it be a Spartan races or a CrossFit, and maybe even one of those crazy high rocks. But
I know that's how I think about it too, because I'm not a runner. I'm like, crazy high rocks thing, but we got to push ourselves out of our comfort zones,
We do.
right? And
Yeah.
so
Way out. Way out.
that much running is way out of my comfort zone. But yeah. Okay, last question on this topic. And maybe, Carla, for you too, on the wife side of things. What would you guys tell other people who are maybe trying to navigate an injury, right? Or their spouse is, or whatever. And they're like, I have to quit the gym, or I can't keep coming, or I don't know what to do while I'm here. Obviously, we as coaches, try to coach them through. But from a fellow member, how would you guys encourage them? What would you say? Anything like that?
You want to answer first?
Sure. For me, the gym is my mental health. So yes, of course, we come here to work out, but at the same time, it's like, just for example, the second day of surgery. So the day of surgery was a rough day. It was a long day, but the second day was tough too, because I didn't sleep. He didn't sleep. Nobody could sleep. But that day I was like, sorry, but I have to leave. I'm going to the gym.
Bye, babe.
Bye, see you. You'll be okay in an hour. Don't move. Stay here. Just because I needed it. I'm like, I need to talk to other people. I need to forget about everything else. Not that I want to forget him, but just forget the situation.
But it's a lot. It's heavy.
It is. It is. So, yeah, it is tough, but I was telling Rick when the first couple of days, or maybe the first couple of weeks, I was like, just like a workout, when we have to do like 10 of these movements and you know that they're hard, and then you're on number 2, and then you are like, okay, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. You just need to be patient and just do as the doctor said. And don't try to be like, I'm a Superman and I'm going to do this. No. And that's why I have to kind of watch him all the time too.
Mechanics first. You said it, Rick.
She's your governor.
She is. She's a good governor too.
She's watching you. That's good.
What was the question again? Okay, getting back into the gym or
for other members or
anything can be modified or it can do something completely different.
Yeah.
I just had to keep moving for me, and that's what I kind of encourage anybody else to just keep moving, because the rest of your body still needs exercise. If your shoulders bothering you or whatever is bothering you, you still need to be moving, because it's just the way I think about it, and I encourage anybody else to do the same thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good evidence out there that supports that. Your experiences are absolutely valid, and you're seeing it yourself, but there's a lot of good scientific evidence that, you got one bad arm, you just want to work one good arm for 3 months, 6 months, whatever. It's good for you. Like it's good for the rest of the system to just keep moving. Yeah. And you're seeing the returns in the rest of your recovery because of it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's amazing.
And also she pointed out the mental health. I mean, this hour we're here, we walk in, warm up, we get going. I don't think about anything else going on in the outside world for that hour. Can't think about a whole lot more. But we're just trying to, stay alive for an hour. But no, and it's the best thing ever, And going back, maybe backing up a little bit, we were just talking a week or so ago, our mental health has really gone up, and we think more clearly than we did 20 years ago, because I think, we've changed our diet too. We've changed a lot of things, but I feel like clarity's a whole lot better than it was even 5 or 6 years ago. And we both kind of said it. We were just talking about different things. And it was like, she thought about that while she was at the bank. And of course, I think about that at work.
That's amazing.
It is.
That's so great to hear.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked a little bit about your love of travel. Talked a little bit about it already. So tell us more. So like as a starting place, what's your favorite place that you've visited? Let's call it in the last 10 years. What's your favorite place?
The last 2 years, we're being in Italy 3 times. So I will say that probably
Erica's
Italy.
proud of you.
Well, where do you have a favorite spot in Italy, or just love the whole country? What would you pick a city?
We have been in 3 cities all the 3 times, right?
Right.
Yes. We like just the
Countryside.
Yeah.
Milan, Florence, and Rome is some of the bigger ones. Rome, not as much. Milan and Florence, amazing. Florence is just a whole region. You can just spend weeks there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just, just enjoy life there.
Tuscany, Chianti.
And we've been up further northeast side of it to Cinque Terre. We haven't been south yet, and that's probably going to be one of the next ones.
If I can go there for the weekend, I would.
It's a long flight for a weekend.
Exactly. And that's why we don't do that. That's what we don't do it. I'm like, it's too much.
That's a long flight.
I'm always like, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? No, but I'm like, where in the world is Carla and Rick? Because if they're not here, it's only because they're traveling. There's no other reason why they wouldn't be here.
Yep.
So
that's when you see us at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Because we have to get our workout
on our flight.
So yeah,
flight.
Yeah, and then we're like, okay, we can make it at 5, and then we come home and get ready, and then go to the airport.
Do you have one of those coming up? Do you have somewhere that you're going soon that you're excited about?
Well, we haven't booked anything yet because of my shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be healed up. I don't want it to be concerned when we're traveling, luggage, stuff like that. but for the time, but we have some things in mind, but we haven't booked anything yet.
Although I can carry stuff now.
Yeah, Carla's like, I'm strong now. I'm a capable woman. But he doesn't look good here carrying 6 bags and Rick has nothing.
That's a bad look, Rick.
People will judge him in the airport. He's actually a good husband.
Don't wear your DoD swag. Don't do it. You can wear it, Carla.
I can't wear it. She's the one doing CrossFit. He's not. Look at that.
No.
Message received. Yeah. So when you travel, do you drop in anywhere?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In Italy? Yeah.
Yes, we have been at CrossFit in Rome and Milan.
Nice.
That was the first time that we went to Italy. I was turning 50, and I was like, we are in the middle of the open. I need to keep doing this. And besides, 10 days out of the gym. I'm like, because no, I have to go. So we went to the gym in Milan and we make friends. That's amazing. It's just the community. It's like
great.
the owner of that gym was amazing, Luigi.
Cool.
So we made friends and then we went to Rome. No, Rome gym, maybe.
It's a different story.
It's another story. I'm like, we didn't make friends there. So if that's awesome.
Because no one was there.
Oh,
The guy let us in the door and left. And
Open gym.
wow.
Truly,
Yes.
open gym.
Wow. So it's just the two of you.
Yes.
In a CrossFit gym in Rome.
Yes. It was interesting.
What'd you do for the workout? Do you remember?
We did so because I requested the workout for my birthday, so I did that workout.
yeah.
So we did the workout, and
Carla's
it was
birthday workout.
yes,
And you did it by yourselves
Yes,
in a
the
gym
two
in
of
Rome.
us.
In
Yes.
Rome. Wow. That's a story.
That's kind of cool.
I can't imagine that. Here's the gym. See ya.
I need to see video of that.
oh, I have videos.
Yes.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, my
And then
goodness.
you can see how those gyms are completely different.
Yeah.
Completely
Yeah, a lot of our
different.
members ask questions about that. Like, hey, what's it like dropping in at CrossFit gyms? Obviously, Italy is a bit of a different experience. Do you drop in at other gyms if you travel in the U.S. at all?
So my first year here, I decided to do the open, but we had already made plans to travel to Miami, and for one of those weekends, so I did one down there, and dropped into one there. Then we've dropped into one in Southport,
Southport, yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
in North Carolina. That's the only 3 or
The
4.
only ones that we
done.
have.
Yeah.
They're good, but they are not DoD.
Yeah.
Too
And
nice.
you know what I love too is like, there's little things you pick up and you learn. And especially if you have a good coach or an owner, like it sounds like Luigi was, that you kind of bring with you right throughout your whole journey. I know Jim and I have talked about that a little bit on other episodes of the podcast. And you just start to like snowball effect this, like your CrossFit experience and your CrossFit knowledge. And how cool that part of that for you guys is like this gym in Italy I went to, like that's awesome,
Yep.
And that's part of why I love CrossFit because you get that experience,
Although they put us in the rower for 4 minutes.
They said,
It was like
jump on the rower and warm up for 4 minutes.
For 5 minutes. And then we were looking at each other.
1K row for warm up.
And we were
Carla's
like, I'm like, is this
We've
for
never
real?
warmed
4
up
minutes?
for 4 minutes on a rower.
Yeah. Okay, I'll write it in next week.
No.
Just for you. I'm just kidding.
That's some kind of buy-in.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So maybe as we think about closing out our interview, would love for you to impart some of your wisdom on our listeners, our viewers. What advice would you give to other busy professionals? You guys both work full-time jobs, your parents, you have, lives outside of the gym. What advice would you give other people that are just trying to find the time, trying to maybe find the motivation to get in here 3, 4, 5 times a week? What advice would you have for folks like that?
We schedule our workouts. That's the most important schedule of the day, the most important time of the day. Everything else is after that. So it's like, okay, whatever we need to do by 6:30, we have to be here. Unless, life happens. But then that's what we do. It's like, it's not like, oh, I'm tired, but I'm still going to show up. Because I'm tired at the beginning of the workout, but the feeling that I have when I'm leaving is amazing, and I'm not tired anymore. And you never regret working out. You will regret it if you don't.
Yeah, that's spot on.
Yes, that's
What about
exactly
you, Rick?
it.
Any other advice you'd give?
No, it's almost the same thing. You know, you need to schedule your workout for your mental health, but you need to schedule it just like you schedule going to work or dinner or anything else, and it just needs to be on your schedule. And once you make it part of your life, you know. And I realize CrossFit's not for everybody, but working out, it's you've got to do it. You've got to keep busy. You've got to, you know, be physically active.
And having that steady time like you guys have had for this, you know, this long, 4 years, 6:30 is your thing. And it's your commitment to yourselves and really to each other to show up. You know, it's something that you honor, right? Sick, tired, you know, didn't sleep well, stressed out, whatever. I think that is, you know, that's been key to your consistency. It sounds like that's great advice.
Write it in pen. It's not negotiable.
And like you said, we've never said, "Oh no, I wish I hadn't worked out that day."
Yeah.
No, it's always, "I wish I had" when I didn't go.
Yeah. Are there times where you guys have had to kind of hold each other accountable to that? Like Carla's like, you know, and Rick's like, "No, we're going," or vice versa?
It's always the other way.
The truth is told.
Sorry, I'm throwing you under
That's
the
okay.
bus.
That's okay.
But maybe there's like a hard day at work or something, and Carla's like, "No, we can go."
No, I'm like, we're going, and I'm going. If you don't want to go, I'm still going. So he will move when I say that. He's like,
Yes, he
okay,
does.
The governor.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so key point here is get yourself a governor. That is the rule.
And I think it makes it easier, you know, if you got somebody that you go with too that's also involved in working out. You know, I think it makes a big difference. But I was here for 3 months, and I was determined I was going to keep doing it whether she came or not. You know, that's just the way I felt. You know.
But for other people, that might look like a member in class that's checking in on them, or just a coach that's checking in to make sure that they're there. But having that person is awesome, you know? That helps.
Having that built-in accountability buddy or governor.
Hey,
That's amazing.
I text some other members sometimes.
Yes,
I haven't
Carla.
seen you here lately. Where are you?
Yes.
Are you okay? I do that.
You're like, I'm slammed at work, and Carla's like, I'll cut your schedule. No, I love that. And we tell people that when they come for their no sweat intro, right? That this is not a gym where you just pay whatever and you can pay that for a year and never show up and no one cares, right? We're not that gym. We care if you come. We want to see you get good results, and our members care if you come too, right? And so I think that's that's huge. That's exactly what we tell people, and I love that. That actually happens in our community, right? I think we could all kind of attest to that. Even myself, sometimes when I get really busy just with the work side of running the gym, there's a couple people who are like, "Hey, when are you getting your workouts in?" Like just Coach Drew the other day was like, "I see you're on the schedule a lot, but like, when are you doing this workout?" And I love that, you know, because that's what CrossFit is really built on. It's different when you're doing it by yourself, right? Way better when you have someone with you.
Oh, definitely.
Well, Rick and Carla, thank you so much for being our first interview ever on the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us and sharing your stories with us. For everyone listening and watching, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to give us a follow or a like or a subscribe or whatever the button is there. Just press the button. But maybe more importantly, like, give us your feedback.
Yeah.
We absolutely want your feedback. Do you have a question for us for next time? Do you have a great idea? Do you want to be interviewed on the DoD Dialogues podcast? Let us know. Leave us a comment with your ideas, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.